Listen, Revie does it every time.
I didn't say go. I didn't say go there, but he has anyway, as he always does. You know, he takes over.
I'm gone, man. I'm gone. Gone.
You've gone. I wish you were a solid gone, man. Honestly,
That's not very
goal
nice.
man, solid gone, man.
Charming.
So, Rob,
Dave.
last time I'm just trying to remember. Very good. I'm just trying to remember the last time we were talking. Who was it? Was it Tottenham with the last game?
Burnley.
But I'm trying to put it out of my mind. And after Tottenham, after Bournemouth, and bit of a different mood now, I think, both for the football and the result, obviously. But Rob, what's your reflection? How do you feel now, a week on?
Great response. Great response from the lads. Well done. And that's it, really. 3 valuable points. Not entirely happy with the second half setup, etc. But who cares? 3 points against a poor team who, by rights, shouldn't be a poor team, but it's just a bit of a rotten club throughout, isn't it, I think? And it's been demonstrated on the pitch as well now.
I'll tell you about what happened there, because I managed to get a ticket here, like hospitality. So I was there, and I'll say a bit about Friday, but I was in the West Stand. Couldn't believe it, right in the back of the West Stand. And there's this thing here, so I only saw and I didn't realise there, but 50 yards away, West Ham, we're forever blowing black balloons, not bubbles, black balloons they were blowing. And you're no good, everyone beats us, was the cry. And it was about, you're not fit to wear the shirt. And when the other goal ruled off.
Yeah.
We nearly scored. The cry was, we nearly scored. And as soon as we scored, sack the board.
Good on them.
But I'll tell you this as well. Do you remember when I think it was either a midfielder, I think he was a defender, had gone up, and he was out for ages, 30 minutes of injury time, he was out for ages. There we go. Again, the cry. He's had enough.
Yeah.
Funny. Anyway.
I used to like West Ham. I didn't love them, obviously, but I had a lot of respect for them. And it's good to hear that the fans have still got the same sort of, I mean, we call it gallows humour these days, but they're in a proper struggle, aren't they? A proper predicament, and it does remind me of us in a fair few respects.
Well,
but my reason, sorry, Dave. Yeah, my reasons for liking West Ham were I just loved the kit in the 70s. Their Admiral kits were fantastic, but also 1992, I massively grew in my liking. I can't speak, can I? West Ham, anyway. West Ham beat Man United, as people call them. Leeds fans call them something else. 1-0. Kenny Brown, and I was there. I was in the West Ham end. I got a free ticket off a great old friend of mine.
That was in London. Was that in London? Was it? Was it?
No,
how come you're in London?
Just through work. I had good friends down there, suppliers for print. So they got me a ticket because they were Upminster in Essex, and their team was West Ham, and somebody got me a ticket. And West Ham apparently, they'd already been relegated. I didn't remember this at all, but I still thought West Ham were going to win this.
No, they hadn't. I remember. It was pretty certain they were going down.
Yeah,
so
right.
There's no real chance, but they hadn't formally gone down, because I remember, did we not drop points against them as well not long before?
Oh, we dropped a few, yeah. Quite
against West Ham, though.
I think we drew at home. Yeah, could be right.
Yeah. But I tell you the other thing, Rob. Somerville played him absolutely wonderfully. He's not a patch on the player he was when he left us. Now, it's probably because they were playing wing back, so he was drifting inside, but every time we smothered him, he kept coming deeper and deeper and deeper. Absolutely coming deeper. Played him wonderfully. Aronson, let's just work this out. He was on, I can't remember which wing he's on. No, I think he might have on the other one. I can't remember, but I know they had 3 on him every time, and he could go nowhere. He never looked like, there was one chance first off, Might have been when they mock scored, but that was the only time he looked dangerous. They didn't really trouble us at all. Bowen was getting really frustrated. I thought we played this absolutely perfectly. But you can do when you score within, what was it, 10 seconds, 4 minutes, was it? It was pretty early.
Yeah.
Reflections on that, Rob? Because that was Mister. It's a good job he was within a foot of the goal because he could have normally put it under. But do you want reflections on our Brenda?
It was a good goal. And he played his part in the build-up as well. Fair dues to him. It was a good goal, and I was hoping that we'd just carry on like that for the rest of the match. Yeah, they were really there to get mauled. But anyway, it was a good win, good goal, and he answered his critics, and I suppose because I ran a little bit, I was one of the louder ones. But he had a decent game. But okay, cup in your ears, mate, just because you scored an absolute worldy tap in. Not really worth it, is it, mate? But that, you see, he scored such a rubbish goal from that respect. But if he'd have scored that, if he'd have, after that fantastic run that he had, and if he'd have scored that would have been genuine contender for definitely goal of the month. It would have been goal of the season contender, goal of the bloody decade.
70 yards, wasn't it? It was 70 yards, wasn't it?
And then
I thought he's going to keep going.
I bet there were some Leeds fans going like that. Please don't score. But,
no, it was like, But I tell you, first half as well, Purdue went on his run, and he's going to put it in. Each other done exactly the same. But I think we've also got to talk about our latest Gold Apper top scorer, Mr. Rodon.
Yeah, good goal. He was. Let's be fair. West Ham didn't defend very well, but he's still got to be there, and he did. He buried it. I don't know how they missed it, but nevertheless, he did everything right, didn't he? So,
do you remember when last time we were up, they stuffed us a couple of times. And Paquetá, really good. He was looking round for him. Did you see? I watched him back on the TV last night, and they do this.
Yeah.
So you can't see what they're saying to each other, right? Paquetá was talking onto himself. He was on his own. I couldn't believe it. And the dad was going to me, who's he talking to? What's he saying?
Good lad. So he's schizophrenic as well as rubbish.
Well, I don't know, but I think he was talking to Lucas Perry, he of the lovely head of hair. What happened there, Robert?
I don't know, but
he could teach you a few things. Couldn't he?
Lend us some of your tablets or whatever it is.
And was there anything else you want to say? Did you have any fears second half when they did, because we allowed them to come on? Did you have any fears they were actually going to get back into it?
No, not really. Having said that, I mean, it was on Match of the Day as well last night. They were analysing almost the team there. They were analysing and saying, you know what, West Ham have got one of the best attacks, on paper at least, in the Premier League. Those front four, they can cause anybody problems. And we were there inviting. And I just
the manager, I think, they meant.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just thinking, okay, we are strong in defence, but you don't have to just roll over and let them attack you. You're not always going to absorb it all and, not concede, and they did score. But I suppose, the end result justifies the rather negative tactic that, we got the 3 points, deservedly so. They didn't really put us under pressure, but they did score a goal. I mean, I don't know, would you do that against other teams if we were beating... Say in the near future, if we're beating Liverpool, are we going to sort of sit back and Liverpool, for God's sake, they're not. I mean, it's not going to happen anyway. But I don't know. I just think it's this rather precarious decision to invite them to put you under pressure. Okay, we're strong in defence, but you take the game to the opponents, you've got a better chance of winning it. And we sat back.
Well, I think they were there for the taking last night. Absolutely were there.
Absolutely were.
I couldn't believe how piss poor they were. Just really couldn't believe how poor they were. Just want to ask you, Rob, about two other players. So Dominic Calvert-Lewin, because I've heard negatives and positive. I'll give you my view afterwards, invite you to say that. But Jacobiol and his debut. Talk about Dominic first.
Well, my opinion's still the same. I think he's a good player, but you need to give him service so he can prove that he's a good player when it comes to finishing. But he works tremendously hard. I mean, I don't think there's any major disagreement between any of us, is there? We didn't recruit well enough in attack. Nevertheless, that's not detracting from the quality which I think he brings to the team, and his work rate is superb, and
fantastic.
He's a good player. He's a good player, but give him the chance, and then slag him off if he misses them. But he's not really missed many, has he?
Well, I have to say, I think he's missed quite a few. However, I can't remember. I think it was the Leeds press I did see. Ooh, no goals. He wants to look to the future. We should drop him. I could not believe that. Who would you play instead? I have to say, he's so competitive in terms of the amount of balls he was going for and winning, the amount of running he was doing, and he nearly closed the keeper down. Dodgy keeper, I thought. Closed the keeper down a couple of times. Absolutely great. But also, Rob, Biol, again, I've heard different things. Big lump. Just what we need.
Well, the fact that I don't really remember him doing much wrong, and the fact that we were in, ahead and hadn't conceded for the vast majority of the game, I think tells you something. We were quite comfortable, weren't we? So, I don't know, I'll give him a chance.
I thought he was really good. What I was surprised by, I got the impression, I'm probably wrong, but I got the impression when they signed him, they were talking about him being left side, but he's actually right side, and people are making a big issue of that. And they're saying, now we know why Strike plays every week. Oh, I felt a lot more confident. I felt they worked really, really well together. Actually, I was really impressed. Shame about Goodmanson, but I think everywhere you looked on that field, I think there was a decent player having a good game. Tanaka, I think, made a real difference.
Yeah.
I think he was blowing a bit, but Tanaka made a real difference, Rob.
Well, we all know that we're not a perfect squad, but I tell you what, Leeds fans forever will give you...
Blowing bubbles?
Yeah, will give you an easier time as a player if you try your hardest and never give in, keep fighting, obviously, and that's what we're getting at the moment. We know there are better players out there that we failed to sign, or hoping to sign in the future, whatever. But for the squad we've got at the moment, you just want honesty. Don't regret anything. Basically, that's sort of cliche, isn't it? Telling your team don't regret. Leave it all out there. But great stuff, that's what you want. Commitment is, okay, it should be a prerequisite, but it often isn't with a footballer. Yep. But at Leeds, if we've got honest endeavour, then we've got a better chance. And we'll always back him, won't we? If you see a player slacking or hiding, because it does happen, and it is a heavy shirt to wear, then, obviously it's up to the manager to sort things out. I think, to Farke's credit, he's got a good squad of people there, the qualities.
Yes.
Considering as well who, we brought back 2 deserters, for want of a better expression. Yeah. So, let's carry on. Well, there's a few so-called deserters, I suppose, at the club, who wanted to leave but weren't allowed to. So, but, the manager's just got to make the best of it, hasn't he? And I think he's doing okay.
I suppose with that, you can understand it because their wages were being slashed by half. And I get it. I get they signed up. But if that was you in any normal job, you'd look after yourself, wouldn't you? I do get this. I think it's really difficult. We expect absolute loyalty. We hate players that aren't loyal going through. But part of me does understand that. But apparently, Rob, it's an awful long way to London if you shit. As we found out on the streets back when I was walking home to my car in the pissing down rain. Oh, and by the way, where I park, your friend's house? Some nasty bastard decided the penalty ticket that was on their car would be better on my car. But he didn't realise it's got his reg number on it. So I gleefully told Leeds City Council, although they've got a backlog, so it's going to be ages before they do anything. But I gleefully told them, this ain't me. Because I was getting particularly worried about that. Anything else about the footy, Rob? Because I just want to talk also a bit about Wilko, but also about my week from hell. Anything else you want to say about the footy?
Yeah, you just mentioned then that if it was me in a normal job, then you'd look after yourself. But I don't know. Football's not a normal job, so it's difficult to compare.
Correct.
But I can honestly
Correct.
say if I was enjoying myself in my working life for a company that I thought valued me and everyone was on my side, and then I got offered higher wages,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but no, I wouldn't simply jump ship. So, but it's like I say, football is not a normal work, and it's not just the player as well. Other people are involved, agents included, opposing managers as well. And but some agents do a good job. They look after their clients, and that's all. That's all it should be, really. I mean, in the '70s, when there weren't many agents about, players got exploited, really, and that's been going on since professional football started. So, agents are valued and valuable, but obviously it goes from one extreme to the other now, doesn't it? Agents are biggest earners in the game, nearly, which just doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense. It used to be the directors, and now it's the agents.
Directors. Oh, and they were ensconced away. So last time, Rob, we talked about a certain former owner coming back to visit on Friday, and a certain former owner, because he went like that about it, was suddenly not visiting on Friday night, and there was a directors' meeting, apparently, whatever that's about.
Really? I didn't know any of this, Dave. Yeah. Sorry. I mean, I didn't. I wasn't
papers.
sure it was true that he was due to come back for Friday, but
no, he was. He'd said what it was. They were pissed off because he said he was coming back. It was a bit of an anodyne interview with Arden Patel from the Mail on Sunday, a good friend of ours. But he didn't say a great deal, but it was the fact that he broke his confidence. The fact that they broke the confidence. So they just stopped in Cumbria. I don't know if something was planned because they had quite a few people there for a special board meeting anyway. Ooh. Could have been the sack the manager, and I think that's gone, hasn't it?
Well, I didn't enjoy myself when I was predicting it and laughing about it because I don't find it funny at all. So yeah, I'm pleased. I don't know. I'm just one of these easygoing Leeds fans who can do without the drama and the trauma. Yes. And so I do consider it when the manager's position is in doubt. I do think it's dismal and dark, gloomy days, and we've seen too many of those. So, but I also I also do understand completely why some people want a change in manager. But let's see. He's doing all right. He's doing all right. Last week was a major blip for me, but fingers crossed it won't happen again. We're not the only team to lose at Burnley.
Well, we can always go for Postecoglou. He's got a proven record, hasn't he? He's fantastic. Fantastic. Absolute consistency. Careful what you wish for. No. Careful what you wish for. And I tell you what, he looks so pissed off. So pissed off.
Yeah.
This is what he's got into. Club absolutely in crisis. But if I'm okay, Rob, if we go on to my week from hell.
Go for it.
You might not like this. You might not want to think about this.
I'm blowing my nose now, so don't look.
Very good.
Sorry.
I won't dream of it. Worse than a red Man United Cup. But genuinely, think about your security. I got hacked last weekend. Leakage of passwords into the public domain. Of course, everybody uses the same password, don't they? Until they find out. Don't do that. I had major problems. So some bastard got into my O2 account. So they decided they'd order me, very nicely, a tab, a tablet I was paying for, and a SIM card, signing me up for all that. And then the cheeky bastards, they rang up a couple of days later to try and find out my bank details. And I found out what they do. Is they do this all the time. They appeal to your greed, although you're paying for it anyway. And if you don't check, like I didn't, got a free tablet here. But I managed to block it. But this cheeky bastard, I couldn't resist it. I had to go. I know it's a scam. I've been hacked. And what I should have done was what I always do when you get cold calls. What you go is, just hang on a minute. You put the phone on one side, and half an hour later you come back and he's still going because they've got to pay for it. Then you see, that's the way to do these things. Anyway, just want to say a little bit about WILKO92 as well. There will be finally, can't say what it is, but there will be some really good news during the week. Officially, but I'm not telling you what it is. But hopefully you can guess.
Oh, cheers.
WILKO92 moving towards the Howard Wilkinson induction to the Hall of Fame at half time in one of the matches.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Fame! Whatever, anyway.
Fame. Feigning celebrity.
Fame of Corridor, apparently, but. And I do on the 3rd of. No, the 5th of December.
Can you speak, mate?
Yes, I can. On the 5th of December, lots of tables already gone.
Lunchtime.
Will be a great time. I'm going to have a bit of a hard time that weekend, because I'm going. I don't know if you are, Rob.
It's a hard week.
I've been invited to Leeds United Supporters Club of Scandinavia, Luskos, on the Friday night.
Oh, of course, yeah.
They're trying to get Mel to say, because they were in the same room as us earlier in the day, and they're telling me they're trying to get Mel to go to it. And then Liverpool on the Saturday, and there's another event coming up that isn't us throwing it, but there's another event coming up, should be coming up on the Sunday lunchtime. And I will say a bit more about that later. So I don't know where I'm going to be. If it's Thursday, it must be Brooklyn, don't they say? I don't know. But, I'm off my tits at the minute. I don't know where I am. I'm just so high from Friday. Oh. Match day raffle at the Peacock.
Oh, you said, go on.
They were there. Absolutely no chance. Because it was all packed, how they all stand up, but there's nowhere there. Still sold 500 quid's worth of tickets. I couldn't believe it.
And what was the prize?
Because that absolute chaos, you couldn't get anywhere. Big shout out for Tom Rowe. Did a fantastic job. I had to go to hospitality because I was late, and I had no choice because I was meeting someone there, so I had to leave him to it. I've written and apologised to him, but Tom Rowe, what a stalwart, absolute stalwart, packed out, and our leaflets, Rob, they're still there. The foldy things, they're a bit, look at the words for wear, but lots of interest in the beer, lots of interest in the things in there, and what an atmosphere! I'm worn out now, Rob.
And what was the prize? What was the raffle prize or prizes?
The raffle prize was a Batty print, a signed Batty print. There was also sets of coasters.
Oh, yeah.
With Howard Wilkinson. If you've not seen these beer coasters, I'll stick it in whatever beer coasters. So Howard Wilkinson, Gordon Strachan, let's get this right. David Batty. There was also Mel Sterland, Gary McAllister, Tony DeRigo. Okay,
6.
They were giving these out. There was a wonder, and we are getting some signed by Howard. I'm due to see Howard in the next week. Bring back lots of goodies signed. We also included the book I wrote about Howard. So The Man with the Plan, Howard Wilkinson's Leeds
The book
United.
What I Wrote. Come on, get it right. The book What I Wrote.
The book What I Wrote. And I did. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it signed. Week too early, but we're going to have loads.
You couldn't sign it yourself.
Some of those.
You couldn't sign it yourself. What's going on? Are you that tired?
Right, so Rob, Thursday night, I had to drive,
Yes or no would have done, mate.
I had to drive 30 miles to Stourbridge to pick up all the raffle prizes.
Slow boat to Stourbridge. You Carwell fans, you'll understand.
Then the next day, I worked in my normal job in the morning. Then I drove up to Leeds from Birmingham, got there for 3:00. Nobody there. I was waiting. I was trying to give these things out, and they thought I'd set up the shop in the window. I thought that's where they were going to do the raffle, but so no one seemed to know what was going on. Then finally, I got into the wherever. Didn't get back to 1:00. I was up 4:00 this morning. I'm all over the place. So yes, I'm a bit tired, Robert.
Okay.
Pause.
Well done.
Settled. Thank you very much. And Robert's not aware of this. We did talk about this last week, but we left it out. We will need some volunteers. So if you're a Leeds United fan and want to get involved in WILKO92, please email me after. I'll put it in the whatever, but Dave at WILKO92.com. If you want to be involved, contact me and we'll have a discussion. I'm not absolutely sure exactly what we're going to do around that, but we do need people to help us around this. We need some boots on the ground. Robin and I have got to have a discussion about that, but we've got a number of people that I've lined up. But literally, this is about to take off in a big way. Robert, I'm knackered. Do you want to tell the fans about what we do? Good night. You do that. I'll just.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Sorry Dave's gone to sleep, but, you know, now he knows how we always feel. Thanks. Keep the faith. Marching on together. He's sleep talking now.
Chester one.